Hello, my name is Joshua Nichols, and today we are going to do a pump down. Now, the purpose of a pump down is to move all the refrigeration into the condensing coil of the condenser unit. And once it's all in here, we can service the lines all the way into the indoor unit of the house. And that's pretty much it. So now what we're going to do is bypass the pressure switch, because inside the outdoor unit there is a pressure switch that when the pressures reach close to zero, the unit just shuts off. So we don't want that. We want it to go all the way down. And in order to do that, we got to open up our panel, which we already did on the condensing unit, and find our pressure switch. Now, we know that our pressure switch is connected to our R on the thermostat. So it's right here. And we're gonna unscrew it. So, and remove this one. Now the pressure switches are disconnected. And I'm gonna get my wire. We're gonna get them together. You should keep going until it stops. Pretty much. Now you know they're together, and you plug it in. And you're good to go. Now, while the unit is off right now, we will take out our caps. A little bit. Move. And then you can just, do it with your fingers. Same thing with this one. Do the rest with your fingers. Now, these stem caps, this is what closes the lines, and we have to use our refrigeration wrench. And take these off because we want to connect our gauges. We want to see the pressures reach zero. Now that we did that, let's go ahead. When you connect your gauges while the system is off, it is safer because the liquid line is cooler than it would be when it's on. So doesn't matter which side you connect first. Just make sure everything is finger tight, closed. Make sure this is close too. And then make sure you angle it straight. Nice. Okay. Gotta go fast. Okay, now we open it up. Make sure everything's tight. And as you can see here, our pressures are about equal. When the unit starts, this will drop, this will rise, and our goal is to make them drop to zero. And because we bypass the pressure switch that's inside the unit won't shut off. And the compressor is going to make noise when we get to zero, and then we got to turn off the thermostat. So now that we have everything set up, let's turn it on. circuit breakers, get the disconnect, and turn the system on the thermostat. And we have it low so that the unit will stay on. There we go. So, pressure already dropped and it already rose. So, we're gonna let it run for a minute to let the cycle do at least once. Now that the unit is running, we gotta let the air out. We gotta purge our hoses. So, just a little bit. That was a little too much. That one was better. But always be careful and do a little bit. Alright. So we purged our hoses and the system is, this is supposed to be a 410 system, and right now the low side is lower than I expect it to be, and the high side is lower than I expect it to be. So, unit is undercharged from what I can see right now. It needs refrigerant. But, now it's rising because the system is completing. And, I think we're good. Now we're gonna do the pump down. Now remember, it's lefty loosey, righty tighty. So what I want to do is do the low side just a little bit, because you got to be quick. And let's just see if the pressure changes. Okay, I think that's fine. And then now we're gonna do the liquid line. We're gonna close it. You just gotta keep going. Don't stop. Keep going until it's closed. It's closed. So if you look at the pressures, it's already dropping. So the closer it gets to zero, I gotta go turn off the thermostat. So go.
Camera got it, just that way.
The camera guy got it, but as you can see, I'm still trying to close it because it's very open, and we got a little bit of pressure still in our system. Now it's closed. So it's not as close to zero as we want it, but that's an almost successful pump down. Now that happened, we can open the valves again. Because right now, while it's pumped down, this stops running. There's nothing in the lines, or should not be anything in the lines, and concerns the evaporator, the copper tubing. once we've done that, now we can say, all right, let's get this running. So now we do it the other way. We open the oh, that's right. We open up the valves. We'll do the low side first, because we did the high side first and then the low side. Now we do the low side and then the high side. So now, because the system is off, we can see that the pressures are trying to equalize. So they're pretty close. Now we turn the unit on. But in the field, you won't always have a helper to turn off the thermostat. So as soon as you see your pressures reach zero, get up and go turn it off. You don't want to damage the condensing unit. This is the weight. Ah, there we go. Now we're gonna see how the pressures are doing. And while you're waiting, let's connect our K-clamps where there's no brazing. Move this a bit, like that. There we go. Let's see. Okay, this is these are our readings so far. I would say they're almost accurate. Now this is a heat pump. So what we're looking at is the subcooling. And the subcooling is about 6. And usually our goal is to be around 10. So in order to increase our subcooling, we gotta add refrigerant. So this unit is a bit undercharged, and we know what to do now after we did our pump down. So I'd say this is about good. Disconnect our kick flaps. Put them in the right slots, high to high, low to low. And now, remember, when we want to meter back refrigerant, it goes from high to low. So we're going to disconnect our high side first. I'm going to close the valve, and then undo my quick disconnect. Be slow. I'm gonna put it in. Remember to keep going until it doesn't go anymore. You don't want it to be loose. Alright, open it up, open this side. Now the liquid refrigerant should be in the manifold, and then I open up the low side. Just a little bit. The pressure should equalize a little bit. And the compressor is a vapor pump, so we're putting liquid refrigerant into the compressor. That's why we're doing it a little at a time. But you can see that the pressures are equalizing. And now that we've metered back the refrigerant, I'm gonna close this up. I'm gonna close this up. Make sure these are closed. And here comes the fast part. I'm gonna close the line, and you know what? Just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna wear my glove. And yep, just that fast. Plug it in. And we're done. And that is a successful pump down.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just get your chest.